street. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, it can't be.
That's the way it was. That's the way it was. You was good on the love for a favor.
What's up YouTube, it's your girl Jada Janae and I am back with another video. As you already see by the title, today I'm going to be showing you guys this wig that I got from Wiggins Hair Company. Major shout out to Wiggins for sponsoring today's video. If you know, you know, this is one of the best wig brands that I have ever worked with. They're literally on my top 3 and every wig is fire. Today I will be showcasing this 30-inch straight HD lace frontal wig, and as you see, it's super long and super beautiful. I don't want to talk you guys' head off. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Let's get into the unboxing. So I love when hair companies send me all the goodies and stuff that I'm gonna need. So this is just some of the stuff they sent over. Always need a wig band and some wig caps and an edge brush. Love that they sent all this over because I didn't need to add anything else. This is the wig straight out of the box. As you see, it's super silky and long. Everything was done for me. I didn't have to do anything to this wig, you guys. As you see, it is pre-bleached. Y'all see those knots? Yellow, literally perfect. I did not have to go back in at all. Sometimes you do on some wigs, but this literally came perfect. And the pre-plucking on this was flawless as well. I didn't have to touch it. So I'm gonna start with gelling my edges back with Got To Be Gel. I have not been wearing the ball cap method just because I've been finding it unnecessary, and I feel like the wig lasts longer without the ball cap. So I've just been gluing it down regular. So I'm gonna go in with some alcohol to clean up any makeup or oils that I may have around my hairline, and then we're gonna go to try the actual wig on. You always want to try the wig on initially just to make sure that it fits your head properly. So I'm trying it on just to see how it's looking and all of that. I also want to see the length of the hair because 30 inches is so long, y'all. I have not been wearing super long hair. As you see, this hair is to my butt. Like 30-inch hair, yours came in the back. Like that is crazy. Well, 40-inch hair, but still. This hair is long. So I was measuring the lace, and I'm going to cut the excess when it goes over my ear because you just don't need it. I do like that the lace was pretty wide for different head types, but I didn't need the excess. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my Erica J Hold Me Down lace glue. This is my favorite glue to use for my wigs, and I'm going to apply that right before my hairline, trying not to get it on my edges. I'm going to apply it in a straight line, and then I'm going to smooth it forward until it dries clear. So I hope that makes sense. Try to get the layer as thin as possible so that it'll dry evenly and clear. I didn't do too many layers of glue just because I felt like I didn't need it, especially with me not having a ball cap. I feel like the wig sticks regardless. So I went in with another section, but I think I only did about 3 layers, and that will dictate how long your wig lays. So doing the same step, as you see, I did not apply until that under layer dried clear. Try to let them dry fully clear before you go in with another layer, or else it will not glue evenly. I hate to reiterate that, but that's very important. Once all my layers are dry clear, I'm going to pull the wig forward and I'm going to press it down with my fingers into the glue. You can do tapping motions to make sure that the wig is secured into the glue. Don't press too hard, but you can tap it in and, you know, just try to help it melt down into the glue. You can also use your comb to melt the glue into the lace as well. Once you've done all the manual melting, you're going to take your wig band and apply that to the wig and tie it up for about 20 minutes. After that, you can go ahead and take it off and cut the lace. I like to use a regular straight razor like what I use for my brows. I feel like this gives the best and most natural cut. You don't want it to be too straight because that won't give natural. So this creates a jagged type hairline because that's naturally how our hairlines are. So this is where I ran into trouble. I could not decide if I wanted a side part or a middle part. I haven't worn wigs in a while, so I was really trying to make it, you know, give, but I just didn't know what I wanted. So I started out with a side part, but then I was getting frustrated. I was like, baby, I don't know what I want to do. I knew a middle part would have aided just because of kind of how I did a little widow's peak, but I was just not trying to do a middle part because I had just had one. So as you see, we ended up with a middle part anyways. I'm gonna go in with a concealer brush and define my part, and also using a wax stick to flatten out this wig and make it super flat and natural. The thing about middle parts is it has to be perfect on both sides. Like, you literally have to make everything super symmetrical. If you do edges, they have to be symmetrical. That's what kind of scares me about middle parts. But initially I didn't want to do baby hairs, but I ended up waking up the next morning and doing them. So this is how it looked before I went to sleep. I defined my part. I sprayed a little black spray, not a lot, and then I woke up the next morning and started playing with it again. So I pulled some baby hairs down just because I feel like with wigs sometimes my head be looking funny, and I was like, I needed a little baby hair. I don't know what it was with my real hair. With quick weaves, I don't wear baby hairs with my middle parts, but I just needed a little something. I think it was the widow's peak, I'm not sure. So I did some baby hairs using my red Kiss flat iron, and I just did some subtle soft baby hairs, not too dark. I tried to keep them pretty light and natural, just because I didn't want like a super, you know, just a wig look, if that makes sense. For my edges, when I do my wigs, I do use mostly my wax stick, and then I do go in with a little bit of Got To Be gel. Not a lot at all because I don't want them hard. And so I'm going to do my sideburns. I'm going to pluck out a little bit of hair that I feel like, you know, can go, because I don't want it too thick. And that's pretty much how I do my edges, y'all. Nothing major to it at all. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, running my flat iron through the hair just to make it a little more straight. I didn't use any oil or product. I just kind of let it be what it's gonna be, and I straightened it out as much as I could. And this was pretty much the finished product, y'all. I love how long this hair was. I could even see this hair being crimped really pretty. Like, I could see it just because it's so long and flowy. But I cannot wait to wear and utilize this wig. This is about where it fell on me. 30 inches comes to about the bottom of my butt. But yes, I love the lace, love the pre-pluck, and I also love just how it blended in. It was just so perfect, super straight. I would say I would probably go up a density because this was 180 density, but this wig was still super nice. Wiggins never fails to amaze me. Thank you all for watching. All links and specs will be in the description box below as always. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next freaking video.
Big ass, get that ooh.